the other night. I was just sort of moving my jaw or something. I've been noticing my jaw crunching for a time now, and it goes with these bad feelings that I get ever since I drank some rice milk one day. And anyway, my dream was about the jaw crunching and crumbling, and I had to go to hospital. And when at the hospital, it was more like the doctors already knew what was wrong with you, and they didn't even ask any questions. They just took you into the room where they treat the patients, and they started treating me, and they pricked my head. They pinpricked my head. They put a patch on my back, like in the middle of my back. And they did a few pricks on my right shoulder blade sort of thing, as well as injected me with something clear. And I noticed in the dream that my jaw was the first thing that was quickly fixed, and that when I moved it there was no more crunching, little or no crumbled sensation. So whatever I had thought or feared, I had recovered, sort of thing. It was no longer an issue. But the patch and the other things was treating something else, and I wasn't sure what. It could have been a gastro thing, or it could have been my skin or what, but whatever it was treating, they were treating it because they knew it was another thing that was wrong with me and my health and my body. And the only thing is that for some reason I was experiencing a lot of pain, and in my dream I was just crying, like my tears were crying, and I was sort of, telling them that it hurt, and it really hurt, and that and I was sort of being told to just lay there. And then when I wake up from that dream, I was still being treated before I wake up, and then when I wake up I was crying because the feelings that I felt, which were part of some sort of healing process, but I found it a hard feeling to sense. It was like, I don't know, it was almost a painful feeling in some sort of way, but I mean, at the end of the treatment you would have been healed. But yeah, when I wake I was sort of crying, and I was like, let's not get back to sleep. But I do sort of reflect on that kind of scenario in real life. I mean, I haven't been to a psychic hospital where the doctors know what's wrong with you before they treat you, but with that jaw crunching sort of thing, it sort of made me realize that if that happened, I would be very scared of feeling like my jaws crumbled down, crumbled away under my skin, because I do have some kind of jaw crunching, and it was sort of being replicated in that dream. And I would hate for that to happen, but I would love for it to actually have that scenario where the jaw is actually healed first, and the other things that are being treated secondary. So I could sort of put it in reflection to my real person, but it was a pretty strange dream, actually. And I didn't really want to get to sleep after I dreamt it because it was a painful dream as well. It's like I was feeling almost shaking skin and this annoying pain that sort of lingered. But Yeah, but that's what dreams are sometimes. Sometimes you do feel pain in dreams when you wake up feeling that pain or crying or something. I've had similar dreams, not of a similar subject, but those sorts of dreams quite a few times actually. I usually, if it's a disturbing dream, I don't usually go to sleep right away. But yeah, that was a little bit of a strange dream, but I could reflect and understand it a little bit, and the types of natural therapy in a way that goes with the pinpricking and the treating the body through small patches on your body, and that's something of an ancient treatment, and it's an old way of treating things by pinpricking only small points to heal the body's big problems. So, but yeah. But if that was in real life, I probably would go through with it because I get sick of having bad skin. I get sick of feeling the things I feel, and I definitely would want this crunching in my sensation in my jaw to be healed, even if my jaw is still intact. So I'd love for that to happen in a way, but at the same time, it was quite painful. It's like this other dream I had of someone's spirit putting their hands or energy close to my body and to flush out something that's hot in my stomach, sort of thing, and would have been like a red ball, a bleeding red ball, if it had come out like a stillborn thing that could have possibly been a child if it had grown, but which was nothing but a little ball of, little ball of genes and blood and stuff. So I do get dreams where I'm being treated in different ways of some medical issues that I have. But yeah, and they're often painful than these other strange remedies of having things pricked or having something, trying to use energy to pull something out. It's all quite painful. And then I wake up and I've got tears in my eyes and I'm like going, oh, this is like the worst dream. But if it happened in real life and I was in a lot of pain until everything sorted itself out, I'd be happy at the end, but while you're in pain, I wouldn't be happy. But I'd be happy to have all my issues like solved and no more issues. That would be like the best thing, because I get sick of harboring issues that I've picked up along the way. I mean, you just consume something somehow, or something is introduced to you somehow. I always think the things that are wrong with me are through consuming things that are a little bit bad for you. So I always think I've just consumed something somehow and wonder who's to blame. But like I blame McDonald's. I blame the possibility of people slipping things into your drinks. Is a big